So we know Murad wants to be the world's first meme coin billionaire. We also know that he has 10 tokens he thinks will take him there. But in a recent interview, he said that he will be looking at adding 1 to 3 new meme coin tokens to his list that will make him a billionaire. And you can see in front of me, he talks about finding the tokens of this cycle. He thinks this is the meme coin supercycle that are going to rise to the top. There's going to be tens of millions of tokens out there that are going to be absolute trash. But there's going to be 25, maybe 10 and 5, so a total of 40 tokens that are going to ascend into the hundreds of billions or mid tens of billions, like the $50 billion-ish market cap range. And if we can find them now, while they're at a $200 million market cap, we could be extremely wealthy, like scarily wealthy. Like we have to integrate some new financial beliefs, but otherwise we're just going to throw it all away, sort of wealthy. Now, I believe, and this is all speculation, this is all personal opinion, I'm going to show you my evidence and why I strongly believe and have put my money in these coins as well. Why I think we could be onto a potential future Morad meme coin, maybe a month or two before he's actually going to be buying in. I'm going to give you all the evidence so you can make your own decision. And full disclosure, make sure you know I hold both this big market cap token, the $200 million market cap token, and its derivative, which has less than $1 million market cap right now. So Murad says, meme coins at the top of this pyramid will become the biggest. This is where big money will be made. Few understand, many will. Now, he's already made, as we said, his top 10 picks. I've got a lot of other videos on these 10 picks. Even I saw memecoin was almost up 50% today, which is going really well. A lot of these tokens are performing really well, and Murad's prophecy is looking like it's becoming truer and truer. Now, this was the interview here, and so it's a bit weird to share a YouTube video on YouTube because I haven't shared my audio, but I'll read in my best Murad voice the captions of when he said that he's going to be adding more meme coin tokens to this list, which I was actually shocked when I heard this. I thought he was done. I thought he was set. He says, 2025 is a long year. I think we have another 12 months of bull market to go. Exciting times for all of us. He might call 2 or 3 more coins or just add 2 or 3 more coins to his list, but he's just not in a rush to do so, and he's giving himself a lot of room to do this. But he has to be selective. He's still scoping out the next opportunity, so he's looking around right now. So when you understand that he's actually followed this token that we're about to talk about on Twitter, you might start to think this could be Murad's token. And let's review it. I know we talk about this criteria a lot, but this is the most important criteria you can have because this is the lens, the filter that Murad will be looking at meme coins through to try and distinguish if they're a cult or a mission movement or if they're just a animal coin or an irrelevant meme or a trashy meme. And when you understand this, you can also start to decipher which meme coins are going to go the furthest. So this token I'm about to talk about satisfies 4 out of the 5 criteria. It's a meme coin that can become very big. It could reach 10, 50, $100 billion plus. Buy coins that have undergone multiple 70% drops. This token has. It's undergone 3 70% drops. And again, he says that criteria is important because it shakes out all the paper hands. Study coins that spent a long time under $10 million. Unfortunately, this one does not fill that criteria. I have my own justifications of why it hasn't, basically because the tokens that Morad were getting into was a long, flat bear market when he was accumulating them. And now because this token was launched this bull market, when it's quite a fresh token, it didn't have the chance to be under a 10 mil because in a bull market, like 100 mil is their version of 10 mil. Study coins that have people hustling for free. Use bubble maps and hold a scan to check distribution. Obviously go through this and check all this yourself if you want to double check. But there's the max holders have about 3% supply. And a couple of the holders are very well-known people. Let me show you in just a second. I'm going to show you what the coin is first. I'm going to show you which big whales have been accumulating this token recently. So it says Ron's intern tweeting this thread out. Seen a lot of people say they don't get UFD. UFD is the coin. It's called Unicorn Fart Dust. And they think that Ron will wear out. Now, Ron is the founder, and we're going to go through Ron and how wholesome this guy is and how dedicated he is to the cause in just a second. Or that it's just another fart coin ripoff because this was launched just after Fartcoin. Let me break down why UFD is a whole different animal and why I'm more bullish than I have been in a long time. So he starts by saying off, UFD's origin is like nothing else. Basement Ron, who is the founder, a silver and gold dude, a guy who used to invest in silver and gold, had a YouTube channel. I believe the channel had like 50,000 subscribers, so it wasn't a small channel, created UFD as a joke to prove a point. He thought things with no value were unicorn fart dust, which is where the name comes from. So he made it a coin. And boom, just like everyone likes to contra trade and prove people wrong, he's like, let me show you that crypto is nothing but unicorn fart dust. It's not a real thing. The crypto community says, let us show you that crypto is the answer. The community started buying it. UFD is at a 6.5K market cap. Ron was shocked that it even got to this level. And you guys, you'll see how wholesome and, in my opinion, genuine Ron is. Like he was, I haven't seen the clip, but he's shocked and impressed and grateful every step of the way. He's also really well clued in. And he's almost, in my opinion, just like the perfect cult leader who just comes across as so wholesome. The real magic, the community that rallied around it, which is what Murad talks about, growing cult communities. UFD grew a community of 35,000 dusters is what they call themselves. This wasn't your typical launch, no scammers, no KOLs, no insiders, pure organic growth for the love of the meme. Just like Doge back in the day, but even more fun. Now this point's really interesting because the guy who recommended me UFD, and I'm going to go through that in a second, really thinks that this is the most important point. Ron showed up when crypto needed him. Sentiment was trash, scams everywhere, KOLs dumping on followers, and the really short-lived, weird pump.fun streams. Enter Basement Ron, the honest, curious, cheeky guy who brought the vibes back. He really was the shining light in the absolute dark alley of what the meme coin culture had become. The UFD community mirrors Ron's values: honesty, openness, curiosity, fun, respect, and lifting each other up. We're here for more than profits. We're here to show that crypto can be a positive space. Ron's story and UFD's mission are bigger than just making a quick buck, which is what Morad talks about. And we're not just going to take this guy's advice for it. We're going to actually look into that ourselves. He says the community shows up every single day. Look at the social metrics from Lunar Crush, and you'll see we're dominating. All over social media, having fun, sharing the gospel daily. We're more active than most multi-billion-dollar coins. And on Lunar Crush, you can see fart coins here. Unicorn Fart Dust is ranking here, which is, I can't count those, but maybe even in the top 10 most mentioned tokens. They did run up to a $270 million market cap without marketing, KOLs, or a centralized listing. Now they're chilling around the 80 to 150. It has pushed up a little bit. I'll show you the graph in just a second. He firmly believes that there will be days when the whole world is talking about nothing but unicorn fart dust, but that won't happen till we hit a $10 billion market cap. If anyone remembers the Doge SHIB mania, you know this to be true. There's another summary here we won't go through together, but you can come read it by Captain Trippy. Basically, he also goes through the vernacular, would you call it, like the insider words and culture that is being developed inside the community, which is a strong sign of a cult. This is what we do on the channel. I'm way more of a believer, less in the technical analysis, more in the social analysis. Have a look at the whales who have started to accumulate UFD. So we have this guy, BitBoy J. He's been a part of 2 coins that achieved multi-billion-dollar market caps. He states down here that it's SHIB and Floki. He also was a part of Doge. Their success came down to having a strong leader, a role model who fostered the community and made everyone feel welcome and at home. I could list the reasons why I believe UFD is destined for billions, but what's the fun in that? Instead, I'll let you watch as everything I said unfolds. And in my head, I'm just like, okay, I thought billion-dollar market caps were created overnight, and it's been very interesting to watch the whole month that UFD has been alive and watch it really develop, and like all the paper hands getting out and the community getting stronger and stronger, and the believers having more and more belief in it, even though it hasn't had anything like a centralized exchange listing. Yeah, I don't think I've shared the sound here, but this is Ron's energy. Looks to me to be just like a really sweet, genuine, authentic guy who is there for the love of the game. And I've got more to talk about Ron in a second, which I'll show you. Remy Rai. Now, if you don't know who Remy Rai was, we talked about him on this channel before. He called Peanut, which reached a $2.4 billion market cap in the matter of days at 27K. He was strong. Like this was like a 37,000x% call, which is incredible. I actually joined his community and I've been following along since then because I'm like, wow, if this guy can call that, he can call him again. Have a look what's in his bio now. UFD Maxi. So Unicorn Fart Dust Maxi. He says UFD probably hits billions, to be honest. He said this on December 18. Now, Gordon Goner, if you don't know who Gordon Goner is, have a look at this. Let's zoom on that there. Co-founder of Yuga Labs. This is the Bored Ape Yacht Club brand. He says, oh, I bought more UFD, by the way. Who else is on? The founder of Dogecoin just coded a UFD post, and it's his biggest bag on his public wallet. These are some heavy hitters, guys. When the masterminds behind Bored Ape Yacht Club, Dogecoin, and Pudgy Penguins are all holding UFD, you know a magical storm is brewing in Web3. UFD is the unicorn set to redefine the game. Get ready for the unicorn finance revolution. And what could be one of the most impressive people buying is the developer, Basement Ron himself. Crypto Zorro says here, dev, Basement Ron continues to purchase UFD, increasing his holdings. Your dev is bundling supply and dumping it on every green candle. We are not the same. They are not like us. And you can see they've got a unicorn and then the cloud here, which, let's just be very clear, Elon has not tweeted about unicorn fart dust, but apparently Elon has tweeted the unicorn and the fart emoji a few years back, and people are saying it's the prophecy that fulfilled Elon's tweets. Now, this is Basement Ron. This is the wholesome guy that we talked about earlier, the guy who's constantly buying up more and more UFD because he's a believer in the project and he thinks this can be a long-term thing. His gold and silver sponsors actually abandoned him, and he got sponsored by MoonPay, which was apparently what he used to fund the wallet to buy the original token. Really wholesome, full loop sort of story. But he's still buying more and more beans, as they call him, one step closer to our duster beanopoly. He live streams every single day. His live streams are so wholesome. Go and watch them. Now, there are obviously downsides. I'm talking about all the good sides here, but go and watch one and see the vibe for yourself and make your own decision if you think this is something that could have a lot of legs and potentially be added to Murad's list. Now, as I hinted at before, if we go to who follows Ron's Basement and we come down here, you can see Must Stop Murad is following Basement Ron and has been for actually quite a while. Of course, this doesn't mean he's going to be adding it to the list, but it means it's more likely than if he didn't follow him, you know? Now, let's have a look at the actual token. So you can see, as we said, it's had multiple 70% pullbacks. Let me actually just zoom in a little bit here, get out our ruler, and you can see these pullbacks have been, this is basically a 70% pullback here, about a 70% pullback here, I think about a 60 or 50% pullback here, which is what Morad likes to see. It hasn't spent a long time under 10 mil. 10 mil is down here. It has spent no time under 10 mil because this narrative, once again, was so wholesome. I actually bought this thing at 20 mil market cap originally when the friend who recommended Chill Guy, one of my great friends, he recommended Chill Guy at a 1.5 mil market cap when we were working out together. It went on to hit almost an 800 mil market cap. I didn't get in because I was like, this is the silliest looking meme I've ever seen. I can't imagine. I misunderstood what TikTok people think is funny or good, and I'm like, no, it just looks still silly. So when he texted me, this is the next thing, and he texted me at a 20 mil market cap, and he literally said it's going to run over 200 mil. It ran over 200 mil. Now it's had a pullback. I took a decent amount of profit up here, and I've bought back in a little bit, but I'm actually going to be buying more back in very soon at around the $200 million level, because this friend of mine was going to launch his own meme coin. He legit had the content done, he had the photos done, he had the concept all down, and it was a really cool concept. I won't spoil what it was because he might go back to launching it. The guy who called the Chill Guy, what was that, like a 400, 500x return, abandoned launching his own meme coin because he's just gone all in on being a bull poster for UFD and its derivative coin, which we're going to be talking about in just a second. And I mean, he put together this sheet for me to help me make this video because his whole 2025, I'm like, what are your goals for 2025? He wants to make, I won't say specifically, but a lot of money. And I'm like, what's your goal? And he's like, just UFD. That's like his entire 2025 goal is to sit back, dollar cost average into UFD as it drops down, ride it up high as it comes into maybe October, November, and the mainstream get here. And Basement Ron has been bull posting it every single day, doing his lives, because remember what we talk about in this channel, like something like Chill Guy, it comes and it goes, like it drops really quick because the meme wears off. But when you got something like Ron, who's literally live streaming every single day and building that community together, there's always something to look forward to. And he's taking big interviews. I think he did an interview with the Thread guy, and he's going to be getting bigger and bigger interviews. And, you know, there's something to look forward in the future, which is why I'm personally bullish on UFD. But I mean, the biggest reason why I am bullish is because my friend's literally dedicating 2025 to both UFD, which is currently sitting at a $195 million market cap after it's sort of accumulating here at the $200 million level. He believes that this thing could easily see a $10 billion market cap, which would be a 50x from here. However, there is a second play that I think is nowhere near as guaranteed. It's high risk, high reward is the easiest way to say that. And that is to know that Basement Ron has a cat. And the cat's name is Jasper. It's this adorable little cat here who comes and visits him on his live streams. Jin Woo says, "Hey yo, Dusters," that's the name of the unicorn fart dust individuals. "How is it possible that Graphane dev dog Zoe is at a $5 million markup and our mass cat, Jasper, the UFD dev Rontoshi cat, is at a $300,000 market cap? How?" And then he's got the emoji here. And this is the Jasper, the official Jasper cat. Ron's basement, it's called Basement Cat up here on Solana. Currently at a $550,000 market cap. Now, I actually played this big candle up here originally when it came out, but it's had a strong pullbacks. But to be honest, the Jasper Cat community is a little bit dead at the moment. And I know, I won't say too much, but there's plans on making that an alive Murad style cultish community. But even if that doesn't happen, I believe that this could be a really high leverage play to make, because if you believe that Ron is going to take this up to a 10 billion or a 20 billion, if you believe that Murad might have a chance of adding this to his list, and if not, even if it fills Murad's criteria, you don't need Murad on it to hit a $10-20 billion market cap over the next 10 months. If that is true, I mean, if UFD hits a $10 billion market cap, that's a nice 50x. But in order to get a 50x on Jasper, that only now needs to hit a $25 million market cap. So you can see a lot of holders on Jasper are both UFD and Jasper holders. And for me, this is just a higher risk, higher reward sort of play. Now, I do hold Jasper myself. And full transparency, I plan to sell between the $10 million and $100 million market cap levels if we've reached that far. But I'll read the most important part. I've highlighted here in my friend's document that he made me. He says, "Ron shows up every single day. He has a handwritten white paper that he won't sell. Integrity is his biggest value. Overall, most wholesome narrative in crypto. Birth when crypto needed it most after the dodgy pump fund shit that was ruining crypto's reputation. Ron's motto is good attracts good." Now, UFD is on the Solana blockchain as well. So if you want to buy it using Archie, which is our bot that we built to buy and sell Solana tokens in the easiest, most intuitive way possible, you literally can come down, paste the contract address into your Archie bot. If you don't have Archie bot installed, go to archiebot.ai to download and install it, and then paste the contract address. It'll pull it up for you. You can see it's currently at a $200 million market cap, and you can buy as much or as little as you want. I'm just probably going to buy 8 Solana for this video. I'm going to show you how easy Archie is to use too. We're coming up to our first 1,000 funded users. So congrats to everyone who's been using Archie. We've had over $2 million of trade volume already, and we're going to be adding some amazing features into this over the upcoming 2 weeks. We've got our developers doing a hackathon right now, and we have some awesome features coming. So archiebot.ai if you want to get it yourself, and you can see that has gone through using Archiebot. I'll link it up in the description below, as well as the contract address, so you're making sure you're buying the right one if you decide that this is a good play for you to make. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.